That's how I get that ooh.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
What's good, YouTube? How's everyone doing? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to yet another live reaction video. If you're new here for the first time, my name is TMR, and since you clicked on this video, you might as well subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave your comments down below, and enjoy this reaction video. What's good, YouTube? What's good, TMR gang? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to yet another live reaction video. I'm your girl, TMR. Thank y'all so much for stopping what you were doing and meet me over in this damn break room, y'all. Oh boy. All right. Y'all see the title and y'all see the thumbnail, honey. Y'all know what we gonna get into this good morning. Child, we got my Jazzy Life in the break room. We got Skye's Life in the break room. And we have a lady, one of my subscribers sent me a lady from Instagram, a woman who's having a landlord-tenant situation. She's a landlord, and her tenant is a Section 8 recipient. And my subscriber felt like it kind of reminded them of Skye's Life, so that's why she sent it to me. So we're going to get into that. Happy Monday, everybody. I hope you guys are feeling good and doing great. If you were in my break room session last night, y'all know we covered Liv's Life and we covered Key from Keeping Up with the Kennedys. If you did not watch that live, we did it last night. It was kind of late. So go back and watch that live. And you will see the conversations that we had in there. We left off with Key going through a situation with her wife, Daddy Misha, and that Daddy Misha, she found out from her son, her 10-year-old son, Key did, that Daddy Misha has a woman that apparently Key didn't know anything about. Okay, so Key was very devastated because she was made aware of the information on her son's 13th birthday. She was very choked up about it. Now, if you guys have been following Key, you know that Key and her wife, Daddy Misha, have been through a lot. Their relationship is extremely toxic, and Key minimizes that. Okay, she minimizes that because she loves Daddy Misha. But it appears, based off the things Key has told us about her relationship with Daddy Misha, that Daddy Misha doesn't reciprocate the same love. Okay, so if you guys did not watch that live, go back and watch that live. We didn't cover Key's whole entire live. We covered I don't know, about 20 minutes of it, but she spent the majority of her time crying. And a lot of you guys were in the chat trying to figure out, why is this grown woman on the internet crying about yet another grown woman? Well, y'all, because she loves that grown woman that her kids affectionately call that other grown woman Daddy Misha. And so, you know, someone in my comments came and said, well, sis, Daddy Misha even jumped on Key. Okay, they've had problems with DV over there, and Daddy Key even got Daddy Misha an attorney because Daddy Misha jumped on Key. I mean, y'all, it goes on and on and on. But you know, you can't, like I said, a woman knows when she's fed up, and obviously Key is not fed up yet, so she's going to endure as much as she wants to endure. I think a lot of Key wants Daddy Misha to feel bad about how she's treating her. And from my understanding, it basically, based off the things Key has continually told us the last couple of years about their relationship, Daddy Misha doesn't really care about how she makes Key feel. Daddy Misha plays with Key because Key allows her to, you know. But again, when a woman's fed up, okay, and maybe Key's not fed up yet, okay, just because it's a woman doesn't mean she loves her any less. Just because it's a woman doesn't mean she loves her any less. What do you mean, Black and Bougie? Are you saying because Key and Daddy Misha are two women, that their love doesn't mean. I didn't discredit that. You haven't heard me discredit that, not one time. Okay. Um, I mean, you love who you love, okay? Because at the end of the day, I don't know Key's heart. I'm not inside her heart. I don't know how she feels. I mean, I know what she says, and obviously she's very disturbed by the fact that Daddy Misha over there won't treat her right, won't treat her the way she feels like she needs to be treated, okay? So Sheikah says, you see, Key done put up a picture of her laying in the bed look like a man. Oh, really? No, I didn't see that. Key, most like a lot of these people on the internet, they love attention, and Key does a lot of that for attention, y'all. Who came up with that silly nickname, Daddy Misha? Well, it's Misha, not Nisha. It's Misha. Key did. Key told us about a couple years ago when we first started reacting on her that the kids call Misha Daddy Misha. Okay. And I thought that was hilarious because that woman ain't bit more they daddy than the man on the moon. Okay. Although Misha may represent the man in the relationship, clearly she's a woman. Okay. She's nobody's daddy. She's a step mommy. But for some reason, Key has her children calling that woman daddy. I said, well, I guess, girl, that is your household over there. Miss Corey, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You said, don't mind me, y'all. Okay. Thank you, Miss Corey. I appreciate you. Um, Tina said, oh, okay, that's how that's working over there. Yeah, girl, that's how that's working over there. She got on here crying about a person that already cheated on her and stole money from her while she was on maternity leave. Girl, bye. Yeah. Y'all remember that, Nisha? You definitely remember. We talked about that yesterday. Misha stole several $1,000s from Key when Key had just birthed her baby. Key was barely out the hospital with the baby. And she came on the internet. It was around Thanksgiving, it was around the holidays. And Key was so upset because, she was in a transition on moving. And then in the midst of all that, the father of her three children, her three oldest kids, because Key has four kids, two different baby daddies. And a lot of you guys were asking in that live, who is the father of her youngest child? Key went to a sperm bank and used a sperm donor for the youngest child. But the three oldest kids have the same father. And apparently they were having some type of DV situation going on with Key's baby daddy of her three oldest kids, and Key had to go into hiding in a hotel around the holiday. It was around Christmas. Like I said, y'all, she had the baby in November, I think it was. And I think that was in 2022, if I can remember correctly. And that's how we started talking about Key. Well, let me back that up. We started talking about Key because Key was she was doing compilations with Jasmine and the other, y'all remember that second Mamiana they were trying to start over there, and that's how I got introduced to Key. And then but Key had been on this internet for quite some time. She has a bigger following on TikTok and Instagram than she does YouTube, but she has a following on YouTube as well. Bonita said, now wait a damn minute. Oh, girl, okay. I'm just telling y'all. D Nikki said, girl, that's a lot over there, TMR. Yeah, that was Sheikah, you forgot about that? Girl, how can you forget? Okay. You said Key was in a relationship with a white man. He denied the baby. It's all on her TikTok. Oh, so she didn't go to the sperm? I thought the T was she went to a sperm bank. Oh, you said it's all over TikTok. Newton said, ma'am, this is a total treat. A live last night about Daddy Misha and Key, and a live this morning about more best. Happy Monday, Tasha in chat. Thank you, Newton. Happy Monday to you as well, sis. Delightful Scorpio. Thank you so much for the $1.99 super chat, sis. I appreciate you. I hope you have a glorious day, girl. Again, thank you so much. So wait a minute. Who spilled tea? Wait a minute. Who was that just spilled tea? Wait a minute now. Who just spilled tea? Hot girl just spilled tea. Hey, Remy. Hot girl just spilled tea and said he was in a relationship with. Well, then why is she over there sniveling and sniving over Daddy Nisha when there's a man? She lied. She another live over there. Oh, well, they both from Cali and they both, biracial women. So maybe that got something to do with it, child. I don't know. Oh my goodness gracious, that's a lot going on over there, kid. No, you ain't with allegedly in a relationship with a man and a white man, and he denied the baby. Because clearly, if y'all seen her baby, he's a cute little boy. He definitely is white. You can tell his father is white. The little boy got blonde hair. Okay. So do any of them have the same dad? I believe the first three children, her three oldest, she got two boys and a girl. All of them have the same dad. And then the little boy, her youngest son, obviously has a different dad. This definitely is. Child, we talk more about these ladies' ussies over here, hell, than they do. Child, we stay talking about they ussies. Oh, Lord have mercy, girl. All we do is talk about these chicks' ussies and who's in it, who isn't in it. Golly, honey. Oh Lord, must be in the biracialness. I know. Yes, Bonita, that is definitely not the biracialness. That is a mess, honey. Okay. All right, y'all. So, because y'all know TikTok gets into the mess over there, honey. So, y'all, let's get into our first conversation. Hold on. Let me get this lady on the screen. Let's get into our first conversation. Believe this lady's name is Janelle Wilson. Give me a moment, y'all. Okay.
Some nerve. Let me see what this girl did today. Tenant moved in 2023, paid 2 months of rent, and that was it. Also, did not turn on electric into her name. I finally turned off her electric. Service has been turned off for over 6 months. They require the meter to be inspected. So she called the company, tried to get her power on. They said it got to get inspected. She called me. I called my electrician. He said, no problem. I'll take it. I did that immediately. Same day. Guess what she did the same day? She called Section 8 and told them, you ain't been paying your rent. You didn't turn on service in your name. And you go report me that your electric got turned off so I can get inspected. I got inspected and failed the next day, of course. I don't react to that kind of stuff. Like what I was supposed to do. You know what? I'm not answering the phone anymore. I had to pay to get that certificate. And she hasn't been paying. Like I still did what I had to do. So because I failed inspection, she gets a new voucher to move. Isn't that crazy? She can just up and go. Don't get upset. Once I get the judgment, I can send that to Section 8. Even if she's moving to her new place, they will still terminate her unless she's paid the judgment. So there's still hope she can get away scot-free. Tenants have some nerve. Let me tell you, and that was it. Also, did not turn on electric into her name. I finally started the eviction process. And guess what Pico did? Pico's electric company turned off her electric. Service has been turned off for over 6 months. They require the meter to be inspected. So she called the company, tried to get her power on. They said it got to get inspected. She called me. I called my electrician. He said, no problem. I'll take care of it. I did that immediately. Same day. Guess what she did the same day? She called Section 8 and told them, you ain't been paying your rent. You didn't turn on service in your name. And you gonna report me that your electric got turned off so I can get inspected. I got inspected and failed the next day, of course. I don't react to that kind of stuff. Like, I did what I was supposed to do, and you're gonna call Section 8. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not answering the phone anymore. I had to pay to get that certificate. And she hasn't been paying. Like, I still did what I had to do. So because I failed inspection, she gets a new voucher to move. Isn't that crazy? She can just up and go. Don't get upset. Once I get the judgment, I can send that to Section 8. Even if she's moving to her new place, they will still terminate her unless she's paid the judgment. So there's still hope. She can't just get away scot-free. Tenants have some nerve.
Okay, so apparently, from what the lady was saying, she had a Section 8 tenant that moved into her house in 2023. The woman moved in and paid 2 months of her portion of the rent, okay, and then decided not to pay her rent anymore. She didn't get the electricity turned on in her name, and apparently there was some type of there was something wrong with the electricity. Okay, so Pico, which is the electric provider wherever Pico is at, went in and came and turned the electric off. So once the electric got turned off, the tenant, I guess, calls the landlord to let her know. So the landlord immediately sends her electrician over there. In the process, the tenant calls Section 8, basically, and Section 8 put an abatement in, and she failed. Obviously, she failed her inspection. So because the house was inhabitable, Section 8, her caseworker, who definitely sounded like she was up on it, gave the girl a new voucher to move. Well, the landlord said, well, hold on, sis. Like, how you gonna call Section 8 on me? And hold on, you guys. Sorry about that, you guys. And so the tenant ended up getting a new voucher so she could move. And the landlord was out of all that money that the tenant had been living there all that time. So she ended up suing, getting a judgment, and she can send that judgment in to Section 8. And I guess the tenant can actually lose her certificate because she breached the contract with the former tenant. And see, this is why landlords don't like renting to Section 8 participants, because first and foremost, here's the problem I have with the landlord and her story. Why didn't you make sure that the lights was turned on in the tenant's name? You should have did that from the time the person signed the lease. You should have gave them X amount of time, 2 days, 3 days, a week, whatever. And once you gave them that time frame and they didn't get the electric turned on, then they should have been sanctioned. They should immediately received a sanction for not complying with the lease agreement. That was mistake number one. And see, this is why when you're renting homes, you got to make sure that everything is up to code. Now, a lot of times, electricity, unless you notice when somebody go over there to redo the house or clean the house or whatever, sometimes they can see there's faulty wiring, and sometimes they can't till somebody actually starts living in the home. But the fact that that woman moved in on a Section 8 voucher, now again, you guys, 30% is her amount that she would pay of the rental amount, the tenant. Your rental amount was 30%. So whatever the rent was, she had 30%. So let's just say, let's use Skye's number. Okay. Let's say the tenant's portion was $263. You paid that for 2 months and decided not to pay any more rent and also not put the electricity in your name, and then tried to be slick and cover your tracks and call Section 8 to report the landlord, and end up getting a voucher and was able to move. So I don't understand now. When Skye told us her story, she claimed that video we reacted to last year in July when Skye took accountability for why her house was so nasty because she's lazy. That was her words, not our words. Skye's mentioned in that video that she was trying to move. She said she actually got it approved for a place, sent a deposit, and they end up telling her that another applicant got approved before her, and they end up sending her deposit back to her after a month. She mentioned in that video that she did get in touch with her caseworker. So obviously she, at one point, she had a voucher to move, but Skye had told us her voucher ended up expiring. So at one point, Skye did have the chance to move out of that house. I don't think it's because an applicant got approved before she did. More than likely what probably happened was when Skye filled out the application, she probably had to pay. Most applications, they'll make you pay the application fee and a holding fee or the deposit just to fill out the application. And once they screened Skye's application, more than likely she didn't qualify. So they denied her. And then but you're able to get your deposit back, but you can't get your application fee back. Which I got to understand about Skye, she lies a lot. But she tries to come on the internet and act like she's not lying, or it's always it's never her fault, it's everybody else's fault. But more than likely that's what happened, because if an applicant was screened before you and got approved, they wouldn't even took your application or your money, because somebody already got approved for the house. It was no longer available. So Skye even told us in that video that she asked them, well, you guys have another house. Can you just take the deposit and move into that other house? They told her no. And the reason more than likely why they told her no, because she didn't qualify at all. But she tried to make like, she got done wrong, but she ended up getting the deposit back a month later. And even with that being said, and at the time that Skye was doing all that, that's when she was going through the situation with the landlord with the rent that she didn't pay. And her rent was already at the courthouse and she was supposed to be paying a rent bond. Just a mess. But I wanted to show you guys that video because I thought that was interesting. I feel like the landlord got to take some accountability in that situation, because once you seen that tenant hadn't turned the electricity on in her name, you should have been all over it. And especially after the tenant only paid rent for 2 months and then stopped paying rent, you should have been calling her Section 8 case manager. You shouldn't even let it get to that point. She shouldn't have let it even get that far without reaching out to the Section 8 case manager. She act people be doing her dirty. Yeah, she does. Skye, she likes to play the victim. She likes to play the victim, and Skye is never the victim, okay? And in my opinion, based off the way she was living in that house, in my opinion, the landlord was the victim, because they had to spend all that money to get her out of that house, end up losing money because she wasn't paying the rent. And then once she moved out, they had to go in and basically tear the apartment down and build it back up from scratch, because Skye and her children destroyed that house. Destroyed it. Even with the roach problem, Skye didn't make it any better because she continuously kept living very nasty. So the roaches, as we all know, roaches breed really fast. And she claims she was bombing the house and that didn't work, but yet she states she would see stuff on the side of the road, stop and drag stuff from dumpsters and on the side of the road in her house, which obviously would make even a bigger problem. Angela Hill said, Key's last son is gorgeous. All her kids are actually. Good afternoon, TMR. I hate that this girl's fancy. How are you? Okay. So y'all, let's get into the next conversation. Okay, let's get into the next conversation. Let's talk about I agree. Black and Bougie. Maya said, after being in Skye's live and being hidden by her mods, I don't like Skye. She wants to be a bum and don't want to do better. No. And then here's the thing with Skye. Now that Skye's getting a little traction on her videos, Skye thinks she's one of the girls. Okay. She thinks she's one of the girls. And she feels like she's up there with Strong Mommy Chrissy and Peach and Jasmine and all of them. And if she wants to think that, okay, bless your whole little heart, if that's what you want to think, girl. But I don't think so. Let's be honest. Who is, and I'm not trying to be rude when I say this, but who is Jasmine, Chrissy, and them to model after? Really. Like, so Skye mentioned, we're going to take a look at that live here in a minute. Skye mentioned that in her live, she did a live like 2 days ago. She mentioned that she reached out to Chrissy in her comments because she wanted to ask Chrissy a question. So somebody in Skye's comment section of the live replay stated, yeah, you probably should get with Chrissy. Chrissy manages to maneuver her way through life. She could probably give you a couple tips. So Skye said that Chrissy hasn't responded to her yet. Okay. And she said, well, maybe because she's busy. Maybe, Chrissy got a lot going on. No, sis. Chrissy hasn't responded to you because you're not one of the girls, honey. You went from being in her comment section to now putting up videos, and you're a content creator, so you feel like you have the same woes and trolls as Chrissy and them do. So Skye feels like, oh, well, girl, we're YouTube sis around here. I'm going to tell you like this. If Chrissy even decides to reach out to Skye, which she may or she may not. Chrissy has learned her lesson by embracing the girls from content creators, i.e. My Jazzy Life and Liv's Life. She's definitely not going to inherit a person like Skye's life, okay? So somebody in her chat asked her, well, why did you reach out to Chrissy? All of you guys were thinking that she reached out to Chrissy so she can figure out how to do the CPN thing. Well, that's not why she reached out to Chrissy. She reached out to Chrissy to see how she could probably maneuver, how Skye could probably maneuver in Colorado. So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. If Skye can't make it in North Carolina, where she lives, there is no way under God's green earth that she can make it in the state of Colorado. Okay, especially the city of Denver, where Chrissy resides. The cost of living in Denver is astronomical. It's very expensive because there's money in Denver, okay? Skye, if your ass can't make it in North Carolina, and she's not even in one of the big cities, if you can't make it in North Carolina, girl, you're definitely not going to make it in Denver, Colorado, okay? Girl, you better stay in your lane. Now, how Chrissy manages to get by, we've all figured out how she does that, okay? And whatever Chrissy's tricks are, child, if she hasn't put My Jazzy Life up on T, you think she gonna put the likes of Skye's life up on T? Absolutely not. She needs to stay in the South. Yeah, she definitely does, okay? Because North Carolina, I would just assume will be a little bit more maintainable to maneuver through life than Denver, Colorado. Okay. So that's just my question. So we're going to get into Skye's video in just a minute. I want to get into My Jazzy Life. Okay. So let's get into My Jazzy Life real quick. You said she don't seem like she'll make it in Aurora, Colorado, let alone Denver. I don't know much about Aurora, Colorado. I've heard of Aurora, Colorado, but I don't know much about it. I always tell people count up the cost wherever you go. You wake up and lay down with yourself. Mindset is everything. Exactly. I mean, if you can't pay $263 in Colorado, in North Carolina, you more than likely can't do it in any other state either. All right, so let's get into Jasmine's video, y'all. Hold on, you guys. I thought I had it queued up. Give me a minute. All right, let me bring you guys up on the screen. So Jasmine did a video recently saying I moved to the projects in Austin, Texas with 5 kids.
Welcome back to my channel. So my AC is not working at all, and yeah, I'm gonna go get some fans. I have a technician. They don't come out till Friday, but in order to keep the house cool, I'm trying to keep it as dark as possible, basically. But I'm gonna go get some fans, hang up these curtains. I gotta tack them to the wall. I'm gonna hang them up, but I'm about to use Kaylin's thing right here, and I'm gonna put ice in it. Kind of like I don't even know how to explain it, but it's a fan cooler. I'm gonna sit it by Bentley's cage so that he can stay cool. I'm gonna put ice in his water and stuff like that. So we're about to get ready to go.
I ain't trying to be. Are your panties, ma'am? You don't have any panties on? So she's setting up a little, I don't know, AC unit for Bentley the dog, okay? And she's I guess they're going to be leaving the house so she can make sure Bentley doesn't overheat. She's going to fix his cage up, pop him in his cage, and have this little AC unit as you can see right here in front of the cage to keep Bentley cool. So you'll see Bentley. One thing I can say about Bentley, Jasmine's managed to keep this dog much longer than Chrissy and Olivia being pet owners. Poor little Bentley. He's always in that damn cage. My thing is, if you can't let your animal, get some leg time around the house, what's the point of even being a pet owner?
Bentley's all set so that he's cool. You ready to go take a bath? You got your bath water running? Yeah. We're about to go take a bath. I had him sleep in his pull-up last night because it was just so hot. Ready? So my room is so freaking hot because there's no curtains on. So I'm gonna hang my curtains up too. Trying to keep it, probably close his room off while Bentley tries to keep it cool in there. While Bentley's in there so that, it could just stay cool. But yeah, I'm about to look at this ant, y'all. A whole ant on my wall. I'm dealing with ants. I'm about to clean off. Let me get close so you can see that it's an actual ant.
Oh, Lord, not you zooming in on the ant. Jasmine, it's an ant, baby. Just spray and keep it pushing. She always complaining about something. At least it's not a roach.
I think they said they're wood ants or something. I don't know, but I'm about to let that off because, this is the only place you see them at is in my bathroom. So I try not to leave stuff around. I killed that this morning. Before I got in the shower, try not to leave stuff around.
Wait, hold on. You said you killed the ant this morning before you got in the shower and you left it there so you could show us in a video? If you killed the ant that morning, why you didn't wipe it off the door immediately? It's her leaving the ant so she can show it in her video, not the ant was the prop for the video.
Because I don't want it to call my clothes and stuff like that, but I'm about to put them in the bathtub real quick. Come on. It's not hot. It's not hot, but it's hot. You ready?
Ready.
Did y'all hear when she took that pull up off of I was gonna call it Legend Bentley? When she took the pull up off of Little Legend and it hit the floor, that thing said plop, boom. That thing was full of pee-pee.
He's clean. All right, you guys. I went and got 2 fans. And I had to get some baby wipes for Legend as well, but we got 2 fans for the house.
Wait, hold on. Did she just say she had to get baby wipes for Legend? Baby wipes? Girl, the boy is almost 3. He'll be 3 in a couple of weeks. Baby. Girl, if you don't use a rag on that boy, not baby wipes. What? I don't know.
Hi, we're visiting $5 a month on Verizon's 5G network.
But you know what? I just thought about something. The reason why she's probably not using rags to, clean him up is because she doesn't have a washer and dryer. She probably doesn't even have a lot of washcloths either. I don't know. Instead of still buying that boy baby wipes at 3, girl, I would have been potty trained that boy. That's my thing. Girl, you're there with the baby all day long. Get him potty trained, Jasmine. How hard is it?
It's a fan. It's gonna make it cool in here. Cool in? Yeah, cool. Okay. You don't touch it, okay?
Just pulled up to the house.
So Jasmine is she went and bought 2 fans, okay? She went and bought 2 fans, and then you'll see her in a minute put up some blackout curtains.
I'm gonna hang these up. That way it's cooler in here. Yeah, I'm gonna hang up the curtains.
Now, here's the thing. She discovers while she's putting up the curtains that there's only 1 panel. It's like, Jasmine, you didn't read the package. It typically tells you if it's 1 panel or 2. I don't understand it. You know what? Can we normalize buying curtain rods? It's the nail and the hammer for me.
To do for now. Hold That's what you have to do. Better than nothing. Alright. That's just gonna have to do for right now. I thought it was 2. It was supposed to be 2, but it was only 1. So I'm gonna turn his TV on for him. So he just asked me to turn it on the remote. Bentley is just like, let me out. I'll deal with him in a minute. I just gotta finish doing this. Y'all.
I'm gonna be very honest with y'all. We know that Jasmine's AC went out because the live stream where she called herself telling off Liv, that's what she told us, right? Here's the thing with me. Box fans are probably about $20 a piece. So she bought 2. That's $40. The blackout curtains were probably, I don't know, $15. Okay. Girl, you were halfway to an AC unit. It's just you and Legend at the house. If anything, just have Legend in the room with you. And I would have just bought an AC unit. Because here's the thing, you can use that all year round. If, it's October and it's still very hot in Texas. And it's October. So it may be hot, I don't know, to November or December. Maybe not in the 90s, but probably definitely in the 70s.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. This is me doing what I have to do to maintain a cool house. Sometimes you gotta do the ghetto stuff. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. 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 I'm not gonna lie I'm not gonna lie to y'all or sugarcoat anything. I was getting, I'm trying to say I don't so I can see me. I was getting a little discouraged, a little upset. I don't like asking people for nothing. I don't like asking nobody for help. Y'all might think I like to, as far as, cause I have supporters that help me, but I don't like asking for help, y'all. I hate it. I hate asking for help, but sometimes I have no choice. And I don't want to act like I'm perfect. I don't want to act like I'm perfect and like life is just so easy sometimes. I don't like to come on here because that makes me depressed because I feel like I gotta uphold the image. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I feel like I gotta uphold the image that isn't what's going on. If that makes sense. Like I feel like I gotta be, oh my goodness, life is so easy right now. In reality, it don't be easy. I be stressed out, and then it makes me depressed because I'm trying to hold stuff in.
So let's pause for a minute. Jasmine, where in the history of social media is it the responsibility of your followers to continuously help you through this thing we call life? What the hell were people doing before social media was a thing? What did your mom and your dad do when they needed extra help before it was a thing? You said you don't want to have to ask your followers for help. Why do your followers have to help you? It's your life. The followers are helping you by watching your videos. I never understood. I don't understand that. You have a platform. You can do many things, Jasmine, to help yourself. You can do shout outs. You can, once upon a time, you were trying to show people how to do edit videos and stuff. You can do your classes. There is so much in the world that you can do, but it's called work. It's easy for her to come on the internet and dry bag and assume and do assumptions that she's in need of some help, as if it's like, Jasmine, you are ridiculous, ma'am. Why do you feel like it's the what about the men who you had these children with? Why can't they help you? They're the ones who birthed the kids with you. You procreated with two men to birth these children. If your AC is out and your 7 oldest kids are over there with their dad where there is some AC, then why can't Legend's father help you? Why couldn't Legend's father cash app you money to get some fans and some blackout curtains so he could be cool while he's playing in his room? Like, there's so much. Jasmine, have you ever heard of getting a job? Have you ever heard of that? Why won't you go work a job? If your YouTube income is not enough for you to survive and do this thing we call adulting, if your if your YouTube income, I'm trying to put the words together. If your YouTube income is not enough, and I'm just going to assume it has to be enough, girl, you've been doing the internet for over 10 years. If your YouTube income is not enough, why don't you get a job? A job that pays either every week or every 2 weeks. Why do you feel like the time that it would take for you to get on this internet and insinuate, and then that's the thing, insinuate that you need some type of financial assistance, it's not always guaranteed that you're going to get what you're needing. But what definitely is guaranteed is if you go work a job. As long as you clock in every day, you're guaranteed to get your pay.
Life is life, It's like, I do wish I had a little bit of more support system sometimes when it pertains to certain things as family and stuff. Not even just family, I wish I had more, but it's okay. I keep telling myself things will be okay. You're gonna be all right, girl.
What type of support system do you want from your family? So you want your family to help you pay bills? Baby, that's not how this is designed. Everybody doesn't have family that can help them. And even if they do, most people, here's the thing. This woman decided to have 5 kids. This woman decided to birth 5 children in the world when she knew that she could barely take care of one by herself. But you chose to keep birthing children. And now you want your family to help you with the decision that you made to keep birthing children. And this is the same woman about 2 years ago was trying to have baby number 6. But yet you wish you had a support system from your family to help you maneuver through life. When it's your job to, baby, when I tell you the mindset of these people on this damn internet baffles the hell out of me. Bentley in the background, right? Latoya and Newton. Bentley in the background barking his poor little. He gonna be hoarse by the time this video is over. When all Jasmine got to do is go get a job. Why won't you go get a job, Jasmine? And this woman has a degree. She has a degree. You want your family to help you. You want your supporters to help you, but you don't have to do anything but put up a video. Oh my God, it's ridiculous.
Gonna be all right. You may feel overwhelmed at the moment, but you're gonna be all right. Things are gonna get better. So that's how I'm trying to look at things. I'm not trying to like put riding his bike. I'm not trying to, like make it seem like I'm just the down and out. And so I am a little upset, but I'm just like, you know what, Jasmine, you got it. You got it. It's a little cool in here with the fan. That way you can come in here and play, and I'm gonna put the other fan. I'm gonna put it in my room, but I need to hang up those curtains too. That's loud. Hang up those curtains too in my room, so it's a little cooler. So I'm gonna do that. You gotta do what you gotta do, y'all.
Right, you gotta do what you gotta do. But Jasmine, what do you do to make your situation? Jasmine has been on this internet for almost 6 years complaining. For almost 6 years. She has been on this internet complaining about life, and she has not done anything to change her circumstances. Nothing. She's calling this house she currently lives in the projects because it got some cracks and the AC went out. I mean, Jasmine, stuff happens in houses, apartments, houses. Things break down, just like your car broke down. Things break down, Jasmine. But didn't you say this house is more affordable for you? If it's more affordable, then you just got to do what you got to do until you can do better. But you'll never do better if you don't put forth any effort. The fact that this girl is not out working a job and hustling her social media baffles the hell out of me. Jasmine, what you gonna do when all the support leaves you? What are you going to do when your followers finally decide to put their pocketbook up and don't open it anymore? What you going to do then? She says this on YouTube because she has the most following on YouTube, but you don't hear her screaming that on TikTok and Facebook. But she comes to YouTube because this is where she has the most engagement. Just pitiful.
Some days it may be harder than the other. And honestly, that's how I feel. Like today is a little difficult, but it is what it is. You just gotta push through, y'all. You gotta push through. Keep pushing no matter how down you are. Like I'm a little down. Why is this TV so loud? It's gonna be okay. That's how we gotta see it. We gotta all see it that way. It's gonna be okay. Things are gonna get better, girl. It's get better for him. Tubi. Things are gonna. Hey, don't touch that. That you don't touch.
Right.
Don't
Someone
touch
in
that.
the chat just said that. Then you have people that just went through Hurricane Helene who lost their lives. There was a woman in Georgia, a young woman and a set of twin babies, new twin babies, died. I can't remember where. It's somewhere in Georgia. The woman died because a tree fell on their house, killed her and her newly born set of twins. There are people that's still dealing with the devastation of Hurricane Helene. And guess what, y'all? There's another hurricane on the horizon in the Gulf of Mexico right now as we speak. And they're expecting for it to be worse than Hurricane Helene. And it's headed straight for Florida. Jasmine, you got a roof over your head. Yeah, it might be a little stuffy in there, but open up the damn windows. Your house hasn't floated away. It's still stationary, although it may be some cracks in it. But when it rains, the water is not coming through your ceiling. You got to learn how to be grateful for the things that you have. She complains about every freaking thing. I've never in my life seen a woman complain as much as she complains. I was also impacted by Hurricane Helene. I'm in the Augusta, Georgia area. Exactly, Ram, and I'm so sorry, sis. I hope things get better for you. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Y'all, please put some prayer emojis in the chat for everyone that's dealing with the aftermath of Hurricane Helene. It was devastating for a lot of people. And this girl standing in Austin, Texas, talking about she moved to the projects. That house is nowhere near the projects, honey. You haven't seen project living, Jasmine. You haven't even touched the surface to project living. Every house and apartment that Jasmine has lived in that she showed on the internet has been a decent place. She's never, roaches and stuff like that. I mean, living in Texas, unfortunately, you deal with stuff like that. You just, you combat that. You keep your house clean. You keep your counters free of water. You keep your trash full. You spray, you bomb, you stay on the landlord to have them send exterminators. You just got to stay on top of it.
It's going to hurt you. Ouch. Don't touch the fan. Do you hear me? Hey, do you hear me? You don't touch that, okay? I'm trying to get him. I try to put it up there, hoping that he don't touch it. I don't want him to touch this. Do not touch that, okay? Hopefully that didn't go in one ear and out the other with him. About to pick up my fan. I mean, I need to get fans anyway because we don't have ceiling fans. The boys don't have one. Caitlin's room doesn't need one. Her room actually, okay, Bentley. Her room actually gets cold. So she don't really be needing a fan. But as far as the boys' room and my room, we need a fan, okay? I'm about to open this one. Yeah, Caitlin's room is like really, really cold, y'all. And, well, for the most part. Hopefully, they said they're gonna call. I called the people to see if they can come sooner. They said they're gonna try to come. They're gonna try and come out tomorrow, but I'm really on a schedule for Friday. So we're supposed to go these couple of days, baby, without AC. Anything's possible. Sometimes, y'all, I lived places that I didn't have AC.
Anyone with $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans may qualify for help from National Debt Relief. Minimum payments could literally.
So again, sis, you want to raise some check.
I guess you say. So things happen in life, but I'm about to get some curtains and hang up. And yes, my blinds is ghetto. I know. I haven't fixed them yet.
All right. So you got, who said that? Pure Area. Pure Area said the fans against the wall in a hot room. How does that make sense? All it's doing is oscillating the hot air. She should have just opened the window and put it in the window. If she has screens up to the window. If she doesn't have screens, then that probably wouldn't be a good idea. It's her nailing the curtains up instead of just buying a curtain rod. Because let's be honest, even after the AC gets fixed, it's still probably a good deal to keep the blackout curtains up, to keep the house cool so the AC wouldn't work as hard, and it would save on her electricity. So just treating the house like a trap house. And that's a decent looking house. I'm pretty sure Skye's Life would love to have that house, okay? Skye's Life would love to have her house right now. I'm pretty sure even with the AC being out, she would love to have that house. And Jasmine's over there living in a house and complaining about it because the AC went out. When stuff like that happens, not for months. She's been without AC, I don't know, 24 hours as of the time of this video.
I just put Bentley up, put fan over there. We're about to get ready to go. Today's what, Thursday? They're supposed to come and fix my AC. Okay, like if I keep the lights off and keep everything dim, it's good. It feels good in here. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I want to go to the gym and work out. Part of me want to go sit down See,
that's what I'm saying. She worrying about going to the gym when your finances, from based off what you're stating, are in shambles. That time you're spending at the gym, you could be sitting down on LinkedIn trying to find you a job to help supplement your income, so you don't need the help of your supporters, so you don't need the help of your family. Jasmine has an entitlement. Like, she feels like she's entitled. And girl, you're not entitled to anything that you don't work for.
I'm considering that, but I'm also just considering going to the gym and maybe getting a sauna or something. I don't know. It just depends on how I feel. But he's hungry, so I gotta get him something to eat. And then I have to. They'll be here, so y'all know how that is. But yes, I didn't finish the vlog yesterday because it got so freaking hot in this house. I didn't want to record. I didn't have the energy to pick up.
Wait a minute, you guys. I'm sorry. Okay.
And I put the fans in the windows to blow in cool air. That was like my thing. I had to do it. It was the only way. I sat in the car for about like an hour and a half last night. It just wasn't blowing in this house. So we're about to get ready to go. Also, my kids have practice today, so I have to go drop off their basketball shoes just in case I don't make it to their practice. Okay, y'all, go belly. My AC is not working. They came, and my landlord was kind of upset because he was just like, so he just left. The man left. He did. So they came, and he replaced the compressor, but he did not. He told me to wait 45 minutes to an hour and then plug it back up outside. I don't know what I was doing, but I did it, right? My fan wasn't spinning. So my fan, my motor, whatever, the big thing outside, overheating. Billy! So my landlord gave me a portable AC. I went and picked that up. They're going to bring me another portable one. Look on the window, take it back to the hood. And they gave me this fan right here. It's like one of the ones that got like this. It goes certain speed so that it can get cool. It goes up to like 60 degrees. 60, I think it said. But I wanted to share with y'all. Comment down below. If y'all heard about this cologne, it's a really viral cologne on TikTok for men. And I was afraid that it wasn't going to come in the mail, but it actually came. It's a gift that I'm giving to somebody special. Okay, I'm super excited about this because, baby, it smells good.
You don't have any money, and you're contemplating asking your supporters for help, but you had money to buy a man some cologne. Girl, you would have been better off buying your own ass some cologne. But people will hear that and pay no attention to it. You need your supporters to buy you an $80 trash can, a couch, a table, blankets, sheets, curtains. You need your supporters to buy those things for you. But you had the money to go buy a man some cologne. Okay, girl.
But we have to try to put this AC. I'm gonna put it in my room since my kids aren't here right now. I'm gonna put it in my room since I just sleep in my room. And then during the day, I will bring it out here, put it in the living room. I ain't gonna lie, I thought about moving my desk out here. That way during the day I could be out here because I'm tired of being in my room, bro. I've been in my room for the longest. But as y'all can see, Billy is sitting over here. He's eating his dinner. It's sitting over here because this bad boy is heavy. So I'm about to put this in the window.
So she is right, Shay. So she is buying some man, whoever that man is, could be Chris or some other man, cologne. But he couldn't buy you fans.
It was so sweet, like, and it's not their fault. It's just the person that they had come out here. They was kind of upset about that person, but it's not their fault. So they were sweet to help me when it came to this. So we'll have to put this in the window.
Oh, Lord. Jasmine is the tenant from hell. I don't care what nobody says. Every house, she got issues. She had issues in the last house. Every house, she got some type of issue.
box up though. I'm ghetto. I'm from the hood. Yeah. I did what I had to do. Like it's hot and it feels so good right now, y'all. Let's see. I got it all the way up too. Shoot. Go sit down and eat. Okay. Now that that's gone, I'm gonna go plug up that other fan. I need to eat my food. Plug up that fan. Where's it at? It's right here. Whew, let's get some earth circulating in this house. But yeah, one ain't gonna be enough for my house with all these kids. I ain't gonna lie. See, I got this fan they gave me. I'm gonna plug this up. Oh, this here. Oh, yes. Baby. Does it circulate?
I got a question for you, Jasmine, and so does dear Kim. The recipient of that cologne there, that vintage cologne that's viral on TikTok, has he had the honor of coming over there, laying up in that stuffy hot house with no AC? Or are you going to wait till your AC gets fixed and then have him come over so he can be comfortable?
Baby, temperature. Oh, yeah. Don't touch that. All right. That feels really good. I ain't gonna lie. All right. Now that he's eating his dinner.
Is the door open?
It's hot over here. Like I said, my kids come home, so it's gonna really.
Wait, did she have the front door open? Hold on.
All right. That feels really good. I ain't gonna lie. All right. Now that he's eating his dinner. It's hot over here. Like I said, my kids come home, so it's gonna really be hot. And
you got your door wide open.
I ain't gonna lie, this stuff been having me stressed out a little bit. I didn't want to record because it's just hot. I just want to lay in the bed and chill.
She needs help, but you at Taco Bell spending money.
And turn off all the lights because who wants all these lights on when it's hot like this? So
yeah, she got
be like that.
Open.
But I'm glad that AC hitting. It's hitting a little bit better. So,
Is that the back door?
It is 90 degrees in my house right now. I just took 90 degrees. Hopefully.
Girl, you need to shut that door. If you got fans going and the AC unit going, shut the damn door.
It starts to cool off, huh? You eat your food. Hopefully it starts cooling off. Now that, we got fans going and stuff, and I'm gonna turn off these lights as well. Be like that. I really need to sit down and edit. I ain't gonna lie. I might bring my computer in here tomorrow, like I said, and edit. Just depending on how I feel. But hopefully this AC gets to kicking in and getting cool because I can't with the heat. Ooh, I did that. It's cold in the beat. Okay, how do you turn this? I'm gonna want this to turn this way, baby. Yeah, and it's heavy. So if you are not strong and not capable of lifting something that's heavy as this, don't do it by yourself. It really, so it is not how it's supposed to be. That's ghetto. It really comes with a stand. Usually you can buy a stand, and then it has these things that go on the side, but I don't have that, so that's what we're working with right now. And
yeah, but Jasmine, isn't this just temporary? I mean, if it's just temporary, who really cares how you got it fixed in the window? It's temporary.
And them things are going to side. They really not that much money. I think I seen it when I was looking for ACs and they were like $2. So I might get one of those. Ain't gonna lie. But that heat, I'm gonna leave the door open so it can cool off. My house is a mess. I need to clean up. Like whenever it's hot like this, you don't want to cook. You don't want to clean. It's hot. It's been hot in here. We've literally been in the bed. Like the whole entire time. We've been in my room, in the bed, not moving. Is your food good?
I don't know, Passion Lisa, if you need a stick to hold it up in the back. I think the newer model AC units that you put in a window, I don't think you need that, but I'm not sure.
So I'm about to eat my food, and yeah. Probably, I might edit. I don't know. I might edit later on today. We'll see. All right, y'all. I'm literally sitting down here editing the video that y'all watching right now, and I just wanted to say, shout out to just my experience growing up. Like our hood is called Booker T, and I was in Booker T a lot growing up with my cousins and friends and stuff. I used to go to the Boys and Girls Club. That's what they use. Those ACs. Okay, so I lived in the hood technically when I stayed over there for a minute with my friends, my cousins, and them for a little bit. So I got a little idea on how the AC things work and what to do with those. Got a little bit of knowledge when it comes to that, but it is cooler in the house. It is the next day. Feels really good. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Give this video a huge thumbs up.
Oh Lord, Jasmine is a mess, honey. She be having way too much going on. So now she in the hood because she got an AC unit in the window. I mean, Jasmine, your AC went out, okay? It happens to the best of us every day, especially in the summertime because your AC works so hard. So it happens. Just hopefully the landlord gets a new AC unit over there, and then prayerfully you stay on top of your rent and don't have your rent behind, so the landlord can feel like, I'll do this for my tenant because my tenant is a good paying tenant, and he can get back some of his, the money he didn't spent to have somebody come put that AC unit in. That's why as a landlord or a homeowner, period, you need to do routine maintenance on your AC units, on your HVAC system. Okay. If you do routine maintenance, maybe you can avoid them, going out. Okay. You say, are those Aiden's headphones? Child, while she's over there buying vintage cologne for some man, you should have been buying your own. She uses everybody headphones. She won't buy any headphones for herself. She always using the kids' headphones. Jazz, the man, that blood pressure cup guy, said you took his 450 but never did a promo for it. He wants his money back. Oh, really? Oh, okay, girl. There are several programs in Texas that provide free air conditioners or cooling assistance until the landlord fixes the AC. Yeah, but that's called work, honey. She's not getting ready to do that. Okay. It's easier for her to get on the internet and ask for assistance, or, sit over there with the landlord and says, I got 5 kids. I got 5 kids. I got central air, but my bedroom is the attic, so I have a window unit in there. Yeah, that makes sense because it's always hot at the top. And your attic, more than likely, your AC unit doesn't cover the attic, right? So, yeah, that would make sense to have an AC unit in your window in the attic. She needs to go to Home Depot and get the side accordions for a window. I think she did say that she said she's seen them. They were just like a couple of dollars and she was going to go get them. Child, we'll see Jasmine's video next week, and the boards are still, or the cardboard boards will still be in the window. You said that you think the cologne was for Chris. It was for a man. It definitely wasn't for her daddy. Okay. So it could be for Chris or some other man. It definitely wasn't for DJ Clue over there, her mama's boyfriend, Jack. It wasn't for him either. It wasn't for her daddy, and it wasn't for Jack. Okay. It's definitely either for Chris or some other man that she's entertaining. She doesn't research any resources, just cries and begs. That's all she does. She spends her time laying down in the bed, getting up whenever she feels like editing a video, and then the rest of the time she spends on TikTok buying shit that she don't need. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's move on. Okay, that's enough of Jasmine. All right, so now, so Skye is on a warpath, you guys. She is on a warpath with reactors using her content. She says she's livid. She doesn't understand why people don't like her. She says she feels like people don't like her. Okay. She feels like people don't like her because she has 6 kids. Okay. Skye says people don't like her because she has 6 kids and that she's a single mom. And she said now that she's married with 6 kids, people still don't like her. Okay. So let's get into this conversation really quick. Give me a moment. Let me cue her up.
Good morning, everybody. Everybody can come in, ask questions, just talk. Let's have a conversation.
Sorry about that, y'all. Jasmine put, not Jasmine, excuse me, Skye done put the hoodoo voodoo on my damn YouTube video. Hold on.
Email yesterday. So on my live yesterday, I said that I was striking channels. I was striking channel for using my videos. So on YouTube, they have a section. They have the copyright section where when you click on it, it's going to automatically show videos that's using your content. And so I just selected all of them and did a copyright strike. Well, I get an email from a lady talking about I could have just asked her to take down my video.
So that is true. Skye could have reached out to the person and asked to take down the video. Now, what Skye is saying, that is correct. There is a place on YouTube, in your YouTube studio, where it'll show somebody using your video. And what Skye has to understand is it is definitely her content. It does belong to her. But she does not have copyright of her videos. In order to have copyright of her videos, she would have to go through the process of getting all her content copywritten. And even having a copyright does not still, people can still use your content. Here's the thing though, but there's also a thing where once you start striking so many channels, then YouTube is going to look at you. Now, here's the problem I have with this whole copyright thing, because y'all know we've talked about that. Y'all know I've been struck on here by certain content creators. 6 years later, my channel is still here, okay? I'm still using videos to do reactions because I have fair use right. They have rights too. The content, I'm a content creator, Skye's a content creator. All these ladies, Jasmine, the video, all these ladies are content creators. And just like they have rights, people doing reaction videos have rights too. That's the whole purpose of a reaction video. Typically, you use the video to react on. You can use 5 minutes of it, 1 minute, 30 minutes, the whole entire video. The reality is we don't own this content. YouTube owns it. Google owns the content. Google has all the rights. Google tells you as a part of the YPP program, which is the program that you sign into once you get monetized, all that information is spelled out in there. E-News, TMZ, etc. all do reactions. Celebrities know it's free advertising. Skye is slow. She's very slow. Okay. And Skye says she doesn't like people calling her names and things of that. But here's the thing. People have the right of freedom of speech. People don't have to kiss your ass because you're on YouTube or you're on social media. Skye, ma'am. Okay. Right, eviction gang. She's more worried about being called a clown than the fact that she does not have her own address. I wouldn't even be worried about, again, because I'm a logical thinker, somebody using my video to do a reaction on me, which it's been done to me before, I can't really do much about it, right? And what Skye has to understand is while she's running around here striking all these channels, you can actually get your own channel in trouble. Because YouTube has to respect the integrity. YouTube has to respect the integrity of their product, which is, let me say this, Google has to respect the integrity of their product, which is called YouTube. And YouTube, Google has put things in place. They put laws and regulations in place so they can run their business effectively. And whenever you have a whole host of people on a platform, you have to have a body of rules that everybody has to be governed by in order to run your business effectively. And when you start doing things that goes against those rules, then Google or YouTube steps in and checks you. Now, you can't be on here harassing people. You can't be on here intimidating people. You can't be on here putting out people's personal information. You cannot do that, right? However, when that happens, YouTube will give you the right to do certain things where you can take action on that, right? So Skye she feels like people are using her content that prohibits folks from coming to watch her. And what the genius does not understand is, sis, the reason why people been reacting on you really heavy in 2024 is the reason why you hit 10K. Now, I will say this, her being consistent and constantly uploading videos definitely helps her as well too. But the reaction, because, okay, so for instance, over here, I have more subscribers than Skye. So obviously there's more eyes watching me than they're watching her. So if I talk about Skye on this platform, it pushes people over there that didn't even know who she was. Skye is lucky she even getting the views. Thanks to her reactors. She sounds slow and very repetitive. She does. It's the fact that she gets on here. And you know what's so funny? There were people in the chat saying, okay, Skye, can you give us some updates on your housing situation? Now, I don't know if she talked about it because this live was 2 hours. We're only in the first 3 minutes. I watched maybe the first 30 minutes of this live. I didn't watch anything after that because the ignorance was unbearable to me. Skye has, she's up here paying people to show how to do YouTube when, sis, you're homeless. Any monies that you have coming in right now, how to do YouTube, you shouldn't be investing in that. Every dollar that she has coming in should be put into her trying to find stable housing for her and her children. Not trying to, here's the thing though. You're doing YouTube. You don't have to pay anybody to do YouTube when you're already doing YouTube, Skye. This is not, this is not geometry. It's simple math. The more videos you put out, the more people watch equals more money. You don't like her? Yeah, well, that's the problem. She feels like nobody likes her.
At my mom's house for the moment because me and my husband are out handling business before we take them out later.
Tay said I would have never known her unless it was reactors.
Yeah, she was like, I could have just asked her to take my video down. Then she gonna come back later on and was like, she's gonna counter strike it or whatever, and we're gonna let the lawyers decide if you can use my content, if you could take my video.
But Skye, she can. We can use your video because your content, you haven't copywritten your content. And let's be honest, y'all, it costs a lot of money to do that. Places like TMZ and ABC and NBC, like the Real Housewives and Bravo, all those entities, their content is copywritten. It costs a lot of money to, Skye would have to catalog each and every video to be copywritten. Baby, it comes to thousands and thousands of dollars. Okay. This girl can't even pay to get her credit clean. Sis, and again, I'm not trying to make her feel some type of way, but just like you're making money, other people are making money too. Let me tell y'all something. We noticed the big networks, right? We talked about it last week when the ports went on strike, right? And one of the reasons, on top of a multitude of other reasons for the strike, is because a lot of these companies are trying to go automated. They're trying to do automation because it's faster results. You don't have to really deal with humans when you can deal with a machine. So a lot of companies over time, y'all, a lot of companies are going to go into automation to get things done in their companies. One thing about social media, that's not going to be automated. So what I'm trying to get to is social media, as we already seen, a lot of celebrities, a lot of reality TV stars have turned to YouTube because it's a way of making money, and they're not going to necessarily move a human out of the way to tell their human life, right? So it's definitely a way for have extra income or your main income or whatever, because social media is one thing that's going to be going on forever and ever and ever. It's going to go on for quite some time. They're going to change things and tweak things like they do with anything else. But if y'all notice, people don't watch regular television anymore. People are watching these apps. They got Peacock, Hulu, Netflix, YouTube, all these different apps. So people are paying subscription fees to apps instead of paying cable to watch these networks. And even a lot of these networks have their own app, and you can pay a subscription to these networks. And then you can watch from your phone, from your tablet, from your laptop. So YouTube is something that's going to be around for a very long time. And it's one thing that's not going to necessarily go automated, right? We're not going to sit and watch a robot talk about they're living in their car. We're going to sit and watch a human talk about they're living in their car. First Lady 2007 sent a $9.99 super chat. Says, thank you so much. Hey, TMR, listening in after court. Skye seems to be upset that the reactors are making money off of her. Well, Skye, ma'am, if it wasn't for the reactors, you wouldn't be getting this attention you're getting. Well, Skye doesn't want to believe that, First Lady 2007. Skye wants to believe the reason why she's getting the attention is because she's uploading more and she's being more transparent with her audience, talking about her homeless situation. And let's be honest, y'all, there is a million videos that you can come on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, talking about somebody being homeless. Okay. There's a million videos that you can come on the internet and watch of somebody talking about they living in their van, or they're living in their car, or they're living wherever. There's a million people putting these type of videos up. Skye is not the only one, but in this small community that we call the mommy sector, the reactors who are discussing these videos is what pushing the algorithm. Skye alone is not pushing the algorithm by herself. I don't see Skye coming up in my For You page. I don't see her. Well, for one, I just don't see her. She doesn't come up in my For You page. But the more that I talk about her and the more you guys watch her and the more you guys, it'll push her videos up in the algorithm, right? Because more people are watching, sharing, talking, viewing. But Skye doesn't want people to talk bad about her. When Skye doesn't understand that the things that you are showing us, Skye, is bad. It's terrible. It's terrible that you lost your Section 8 because you didn't put your money, your priorities were not intact. Let me say that. That's a horrible. It wasn't because the landlord had it out for you. It's because you yourself told us you got behind on your rent and you got an eviction. They filed an eviction. The courts allowed you to pay a rent bond to the courts until they could sort out, because you appealed it. And then you had another case with code enforcement coming out. But even with that case with code enforcement, didn't stop them from going through the eviction because you weren't paying. That's why you're homeless, ma'am, because you, you weren't paying. That's why you are in limbo. It doesn't have anything to do with reaction videos. Doesn't have anything to do with your neighbor. Doesn't have anything to do with that. It has everything to do with YOU. Skye even said when she first introduced her husband to the internet, and we kept asking her, well, why he won't help you? Why he can't find job? Skye told us it's not his problem. This was going on before he even got here. You admitted that your problem was already ongoing before that man came into your life. Once again, this is a you problem, not a us problem.
Like, let me see.
Not cuz husband.
Do you have an amazing business idea? Sign up for a free trial with Shopify.
My new website is...
I don't know what you're talking about.
Do I miss TLD?
Right. I done multiple videos saying stop taking my videos. So you want me to go to each one of y'all's page and be like, can you take my content off your page? Could you stop using my videos? If I sit here and do a whole video to everybody and be like, stop using my videos, stop taking my content. Yeah, you want to do reaction, but stop taking my stuff. So yeah, I asked.
So even the moms over time stopped the whole striking the channels because again, they didn't do what they're supposed to do. In the when you get a strike in there, it states that if you have not taken legal action, like you have to prove that you have taken legal action. What's the legal action is having your content copywritten. That's the legal action, y'all. A copyright is a legal action. If you have not taken that legal action and the person counter or basically appeals their video being struck or taken down, if you can't prove that you've taken legal action, then more than likely that video will be reinstated from the person that Skye struck. It's that simple. And let's be honest, y'all, this is really not a conversation for the audience. This has more to do with content creators. You guys are not content creators. You are the audience, right? But it just kind of goes with the territory. But if you notice, if you watch around YouTube, again, I'm not everywhere on YouTube, so I don't know what's going on all over YouTube. But most people are not really into the whole striking thing because they're just putting up their content. They're going about their business. And like I said, you can strike a channel. You have a right as a content creator to strike a channel. But even with the same right that you have the privilege of using, the person that you're striking has rights as well too. That's why YouTube gives them the action to appeal the decision. And based off the way the person responds in the appeal, if you say the right thing, you'll get your video back. Poor thing, Skye. She's just oh my God, girl. You got 6 kids and over here worrying about a reaction video and you don't got a place to live, okay? Like, girl, come on now. But she's been mad at reaction channels. Skye's been mad at reaction channels for years, okay? Because she doesn't like the fact that what she feels is normal, that people look at it as being very abnormal of how she's living. The way Skye had her and her children living in that house, regardless if it was due to her actions or the landlord being a slum landlord, it's the fact that you maintain living in uninhabitable conditions with your children. And the fact that you got put out of a house that you should have been left on your own. Can she lose her channel if they counter-strike her? I don't know. I don't know that, boo-boo. I don't know that answer. I've never really gotten to the meats and potatoes of that. Every time I've been struck, I did a counter notification on it, and I was able to get my video reinstated. The last time I was struck, I think Strong Mommy Chrissy had struck me a couple years ago, and I was able to get my video back based off the way I answered in that video. Where's her YouTube mentor? Are you talking about Peach McIntyre? Well, she's inherited other YouTube mentors besides Peach, okay? There's some girl named Talia Honey that she has inherited. I believe she's also over there taking Strong Mommy Chrissy has an ebook. I think she's also invested in Strong Mommy Chrissy's ebook. That's what I'm saying. This girl, we know Skye wastes this money. We watched her shop. We watched her at the Dollar Tree spending $200 at Dollar Tree when she was in the middle of paying her rent to the courthouse. Like, we watched this girl just jack off money. So the fact that she's taking her money and paying people to teach her to do something that she's already doing. Imagine paying somebody to teach you how to ride a bike when you already are riding a bike. I'm going to say that again. Imagine paying somebody to teach you how to ride a bike when you're already currently riding the bike. Now, the reason may be for you to want to ride the bike faster, and you see how the other person is riding their bike faster, and you want to be able to ride your bike at the same speed. So you pay somebody to teach you how to ride the bike faster when all you got to do is pedal harder. That's all you got to do. That's the same with Skye. You're paying people to teach you how to do YouTube when you're already doing YouTube. If you want to see how to get the results that they're getting, just do what they're doing. Put up more videos. Have some type of conversation that people can, I don't know, hold on to or be influenced by. Spending 30 minutes of your video talking about striking reaction channels, I'm just going to assume it's probably not the conversation most people want to sit and listen to. The only reason y'all are listening to me right now talk about her and the striking of the channels, because it's messy and y'all get into the mess, right? But you guys will probably be more influenced if it was a cooking video and you want to learn how to make, I don't know, some type of souffle. You would probably be more in tune by that conversation than talking about striking channels. Skye, you make 1,000 videos, people are still going to react. That's true. She spent $200 at Dollar Tree, but she only paid $160 in rent payments in a whole year. Make it make sense. Exactly, Mocha. So that's what I'm saying. Skye doesn't like the fact that we call out the BS of what she's saying. And the only reason we can do that, because yes, we are nosy, Veronica. The only reason that we can call out the BS, because we all have lived life. I'm 20 years older than Skye. I think she's in her 30s. I'm 52. About 20 years older than her. Baby, I've been there, done that. Okay. I would never listen to it without a reaction. Tay say, sis, I'm reaction gang. Okay. So I don't know, y'all. But that's on her. Skye, she'll learn. Hopefully she doesn't have to learn the hard way. But she doesn't like the fact that people don't like her. And it's sis, it's not that maybe some people don't like you because this getting on this internet, just like people like her channel, people like reaction videos too. And the fact that she could potentially mess with their favorite reaction channel, yeah, people might be a little disturbed behind that, you know? Just like Lovely T, people love Lovely T. People might also like the people that Lovely T reacts on. But if you go over there and mess with her channel and get her channel struck down and taken, yeah, people are going to be upset behind that because they enjoy when Lovely T goes live or when Lovely T puts out a video because they like the information. Even Chronicle speaks, you know. But unfortunately, y'all, I think the reason why we deal with most of what we deal with as a reaction channel, it's based off the type of people we're reacting to. Okay, we're reacting to very ghetto, uneducated individuals. All right, and so we get that result in the end from the people that we're talking about. And I know over the years, you guys have been like, I'm sick of them. I'm tired of talking about them. But something is always new and different going on. So we'll tap into it because we'll talk about it because we've been following these people's lives. Skye should be mad at Olivia. Olivia just got done dogging her out, saying she got her karma. Oh. People don't like MF who always complain and seem like they're not doing enough to fix it. Yeah, that's true, Bonita. Ebony says a lot of the things Skye's doing don't benefit her. No, it doesn't. And Skye knows that. Okay. Well, let me say this. She doesn't know that. That's the unfortunate part. Skye does not know that half of what she's doing does not benefit her. Just think about it, y'all. She wants to say that the people are the reason why Ann Drake, which is her husband over there, she wants to say that Ann Drake, the people are the reason why Ann Drake doesn't have his job. No, sis, more than likely, the reason why your husband apparently doesn't have his job anymore is because you and your kids was camped out in the parking lot from the time you dropped him off to the time it was time to pick him up. Imagine dropping off your significant other at work and you never leave the parking lot. And even if he has to be at work 4 hours, 6 hours, or 8 hours, you're literally sitting in the parking lot the whole entire time. Like the fact that Skye can't be away from this man baffles the hell out of me. Like, girl, you won't let that man go to work and just drop him off and pick him up 4, 6, or 8 hours later. It's the fact that she literally had to sit in the parking lot until the man got off of work. There's times that she has the kids with her, and then there was times where she just sat in the parking lot for hours waiting on him to get off of work. It's insane, okay? This is why she's never had her comments turned on because she can't handle constructive criticism, but she has the comments on now because she needs the engagement, but she can't handle the truth. Mocha Madness, she actually turned on the comments before she came out here talking about her homeless situation. She actually had turned on the comments about 2 months before that. I think some of the classes that she has taken from these other content creators on YouTube influenced her to turn her comments back on because everybody kept telling Skye, if you turn your comments on, your engagement will be better, which in turns will give you more money. Okay, so it took for one of these content creators that she fans over to tell her that, and that's the reason why she turned her comments on. But she had turned her comments on at least a couple of months before she even hit 10K, because I remember reacting on when she turned her comments on. Goes to everyone affected by hurricane. Thank you, Trina. Appreciate you, sis. All right, y'all, that's my time, honey. I am blue in the face. I'm gonna come back tomorrow with some more commentary. I want to go over this Strong Mommy Chrissy. Strong Mommy Chrissy is putting up videos more often than she has in the past year or so. So she did a video that I want to talk about. And then I wanted to cover the Tanae and Keontae situation, y'all, but unfortunately, we were so caught up in everything else we were already watching. The live stream that Tanae had put up that talked about her and Keontae's situation, she actually took that live stream down. But Keontae has his video up. So we're going to talk about that tomorrow. We'll get into them. And I don't know. We'll find something else to talk about. I'll scour the internet and see what. Oh, I do have something. I got a Kendra G reaction, baby, and it's a mess. Okay, but we're gonna get into it. All right, you guys. I'm gone. I'm out of here. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Please make sure you guys like this video on your way out the door. Clock out the break room, and I'll definitely see y'all in the next one, honey. Remember, so what you love. Bye.